Hello everybody, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a player model in Blender and import it to Unity. This might be a long tutorial, I'm not sure, but let's just get right into it. So what I start with doing, if you just make a new unsaved scene in Blender, you should see the cube, the light. You could just click A, right click and then delete, and then shift A, mesh, cube, and it'll spawn this cube. Now down here you should see this little wrench. Click it and add modifier. Click generate and then subdivision surface. Click apply by just pressing the little drop down arrow. Then right here you can either go here, press edit mode, or you could click tab. For the head, you could either subdivide it twice, have it just look like this, or you could, what I recommend doing is mess around with this. So for the face, I usually let this poke out a bit. For the sides of the head, I tuck these in, not completely, to where you can't really do anything. And if you've never used Blender, what I recommend is watching a tutorial on Blender controls. But if you are used to Unity and you have never used Blender, hold down the middle scroll wheel to look around like this. Zoom out is just using the scroll wheel. And then say you wanted to move like this. While you're doing the scroll wheel, hold shift. So shift and then use the scroll wheel and it'll drag around. It's really all I do. Also these are for like front views and such. So get the stuff to your liking. For the sake of this, I'm not gonna take too much time on it. And then once you have it like what you think looks good, add modifier, or just press tab first, add modifier, generate subdivision surface, and then it might look the same as what you've left it as, but it's not. It's different, and if you don't want this, we'll fix it later. Levels viewport also adds more subdivisions, so say you put 2, it adds 2 instead, but for now I recommend 1. Drop down, apply. Now what you're going to want to do, press tab, and up here, oh by the way, when you're doing that, just make sure you have vertices selected right there, sorry. Click face selection, and then you can either hold down shift and then click all the faces you want, or you can click on the first face, such as this, hold control, and it will automatically snap to the next place you select. I recommend I usually press this right here just so it's easier. Select all of these faces right here, go to a side view, and just drag this out. This is going to be like the face. You can either keep it like that, but I'm going to subdivide mine one more time. So, just so it looks more like down instead. And it'll look better. This is to turn, and then this is to scale. I'm gonna scale mine down just a tad. This is optional, by the way. You could just have a circular head, but it looks better like this. This is also optional, but I'm gonna add some eyebrows. This is what I do for my player model that I have currently. So, now you have this. The next step is going out of this. You can either do this now, I would recommend. Press right click while this is like orange outlined. Right click, shade smooth, and as you can see, this is what it's gonna look like. Looks way better than, you know, this, so yeah. But I'm gonna keep mine like this for now. To undo, it's Control Z, and to redo, it's Control Y, by the way. So now we're gonna work on the body. Just click Shift A Mesh Cube. Once again, move this down a bit. It doesn't matter where you put it. This is gonna be for the body. Subdivide it just like last time. Instead of once, this time we're gonna do it twice. And then just apply. You can also click Control A. We're gonna move this out of the way for now. Do a bottom view like that. Press Tab while you're under here. Or just select like these bottom faces for the body. Now just drag this down and make this bigger. This is how I make my player model, so if you don't want to use this, you don't have to, but this is just how I make mine. Generate subdivision surface. Now just scale this to the size you want it. Now that you have that, time for the arms. So for the arms, I'm just gonna put this back in the middle of my scene. The arms, they're pretty easy. They're kind of like the body. Shift A Mesh Cube. Subdivide. So for this, same thing. Also, you can just press and hold Shift, and then do that. Just drag your mouse to select more faces easier. To select multiple faces, you gotta hold Shift though. You can, if you don't want your textures to look a tad bit weird, you can continue to extrude and extrude, but it'll be harder to make it look big at the end. But if you just want a long arm, that's okay. Get it like that, or however. And then shrink it to the size you want right here. Obviously, we're gonna have to make it a bit longer because it's a tad bit too short, so. Just get a side view, make sure it's in the spot you want. Put it up like at least there. And then there. For me, I put the big part in here. And when you're moving it, make sure you're holding control so it's a snap, and then make sure it's like this so it's easier to tell. And then control CV there, and then flip this one the other way. Just move it. I make this one just the tiniest bit or small. Move it in. Make the arms short or a little bit shorter than you would think, or else the arms are gonna be really short and it's gonna look really weird. Now just control C, V, and then drag this to the other side. Hold, or go here, hold control. Flip it over. Make sure these are about the same length in. So I'm gonna drag mine out just a bit. Right there. Now for the hands, what you're gonna wanna do, just hide this for now. You don't wanna see that. Top, or don't go top view yet. Shift A, mesh cube. Go to edit mode. Make sure you're in the face selection, by the way. Select this, go to the Z or like the top view. Click E, hold control, and make this go out like a block, like this. So make these the same. Do the same thing the other side. Select the front faces. Just keep it like that. You don't have to do that again. Now you're gonna come down here, hold shift and unselect that middle one. Now this all depends on what you want, but just pull these out to the lengths you want your fingers. Now you're gonna come back down here to this face, go back to top view, extrude it out to how long you want your thumb to be. Drag it up, and then you can do anything you want. I'm gonna make mine do this because it looks better in game when you're playing. Now you're just gonna want to go out of edit mode, control C, V, drag it over, and then for this right click, press mirror, and then I think it's X for me, yes. It'll flip it, Then you have it like that. So now that it looks like this, add modifier to them. Shift, select both of them. Add modifier, subdivision surface. If it doesn't do it to both of them, it's alright. Make this to where the fingers don't look pointy. And then just click apply, do the same thing to this one. Generate subdivision surface. There, apply. Now you can keep it like this if you want, but what I recommend doing just to make it look a tad bit better is go to the front view, go to tab again. Oh, never mind. You'd have to do it before you did this, but I don't really use it anyway. Actually, I'm gonna just do it for the sake of the video. Click on these. Add the things, but don't click apply. And then click off, go to tab, and now the faces look like this. On the middle face right here, in between the fingers, shrink it this way. To where those just connect. It makes it pointy. I don't use this personally, but you can. Now just apply these modifiers. Now click this little eye again. Look for your player model, might be covered by the hands. Just shrink them while selected on both. You'll see your player model. Make sure they're the same size always, so if you're shrinking one, make sure you're shrinking the other. Always, if you want it at a 90-degree angle, make sure you're at doing the control thing to where it snaps them to the right position. So for this, you can just do can't really see them like that. Turn them both on their side. And to test, bring them both to the side of one hand where you want that one hand to be. Oh, I forgot something on the hands. Just click Control Z. Sorry. Go back here. I'm just gonna undo everything. You don't have to. I wouldn't recommend it. It's just for the tutorial sake. Click on one. Drag it and then Control E and then drag it out. Doesn't matter. Just drag it however long you want. At least a block. Go there. Now you can do the subdividing and stuff like that. You can also just right click and the Control C or Control S. No, it's saving. Never mind. Okay, now do that again. Evie, shut up. You're so loud. Holy. Hopefully you can't hear that in the recording. Oh my god. Sorry, this recording's kind of going to shit. I might just scrap it. If I don't, I'm going to be very surprised. When you're doing this, make sure that these stick out just the tiniest bit. Just like that. Now you're basically done with the making of the stuff. So now just, I don't know if this works, but select all your stuff, right click, and then shade smooth. Yes, it does. Okay. Now for texturing, it really doesn't matter. You are going to want to click that. You can texture however you want. I'm not stopping you. But this is just how I texture, and I recommend this if you need it. Most of this you are going to need, but you can use any textures you want. So, right here, you're going to want to click on this circle right here, this little beach ball. Click New. Click this little yellow circle right there, and Image Texture, under Texture. Click Open. Go to your downloads, wherever you downloaded your materials to. This is your fur, so this is the fur you're gonna want to use for wherever. If it looks stretched and warped, we're gonna fix that. But for now, just select that onto all your materials. Got all that. Now you have that. Go to the parts that you want to change, which is probably all of them. So you can only select, or yeah, just only select one at a time. Now, once you select your object that you want to do, at the top, click UV editing. Now here, hold shift and just select like every bit of your arm. Select all those faces. It'll automatically be on face view. If you don't select every single face, then it won't work, or it won't do those faces. So just select and make sure you've selected every face. You're gonna select all the faces in here, so it should be gray. If it isn't, if it is, just hold down on your left mouse and then just pull over this. And now once you've selected all of this, right click, and then right here it says unwrap, click it. And now, depending if you did the arms like I did, we're gonna click UV up here, click unwrap again, Smart UV project, and unwrap. Now you can see the arms right here. Now you shrink it a bit right there. So this makes the texture bigger on the object. This makes it smaller on the object. So for me, I'm going to make it a tad bit tinier. And now up here, click on layout. And then it'll show you what it looks like right there. If it's how you want it, go to the next body part and do the same thing. Like that. Now just do that for all of your items. I'm going to go through this pretty quick because I already showed you how. For the hands, they're a little bit more subdivided for me, so yeah, on the hands you're most definitely gonna have to subdivide it or unwrap it using Smart UV. Now for the front, it's I think it's the top one. You're definitely gonna want to shrink it if you did how I did, and then use the turning axis to then turn it at axis. It'll make this part look better on both sides. Just do the same thing for the other side, and then we'll move on to the face and stuff. Oh shit, that was the wrong thing. Once you got that, now what you're gonna do, go to like your body, click new, same thing, image texture, find your image that you want. And now go on tab, select the faces you want. That one material to be on. Find the material you want and just press assign, and it'll go here. For the stomach, if you did it like I did, you only need to unwrap it. Now you can turn it to however. If it's facing, say you wanted it to face up, but it's facing the other way, just turn it to whatever way you want. Now go to your head. This is where it gets a bit tricky. Select all the just select all the faces. If you did the eyebrows, select like the under eyebrow right there. And then I don't yeah, just select those. Now you're going to add a new material for the face. New base color, image texture. Find your face texture. If it looks like, if it has like a thing around the edge, that's okay. I'm gonna help with that to make it look better. Just assign it. Now it's gonna look big and weird. It's how it's gonna work. Forgot how to fix this. Why do that? This never usually happens. Hold on. This only happened once, and I just kind of fixed it. It fixed itself. There you go. Just reselect if that happens. Now you see your face, or like these face. Don't try and just put it on there. Flip it the right way, and then stretch it and warp it to be in the right direction. Or like in the right area. So just kind of put it on there, like on the face. Make sure it's covering all the black lines if you have any. Once you have that, go back to layout, and as you can see, it has this little box around it. That's what we don't want. So what we're gonna do, click tab, make sure you're on these faces, or actually just click this tool right here. It says knife, and you're gonna click around the face. I'm just gonna rush this. Not gonna make it look too good, but you make it look as good as you need it to look. I'm just gonna kind of rush mine because I'm not gonna use this player model because I already have one. And yeah. Also, if you have these lines and it keeps clicking to where you don't want it to, click control and it'll remove that clicking. Or like that snapping to that one area that you don't want it to be in. There's no way to remove it, I don't think. But yeah. Once you're done, just press enter. And as you can see, it's cut around. You're just gonna click tab again, or go to this move tool and select these faces while holding shift or control or whatever. Just select these outer faces. After doing that, just go to your material that you made the rest of the head, click it and click assign, and now just UV edit those to look how you want them to. So don't click off of these. I'm not going to, just for the sake of time, but you should pause this video if you need to. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the armature, and we're gonna rig this guy. So you're going to go off of this, or select all of them. Right click and press join or control J. And now this is one big piece, and that's what we want. Now click shift A, scroll down to where it says armature. Go to this little guy right here that you now have. Go to viewport display and click in front. Now we're ready. So click tab, click on the main body and move it down. Now we're gonna click this little ball right there, drag it up just to where there's like a tad bit of room right here. Now, while we're selected on this, click Y, or like your front view to where you can only see the front. We're gonna click E, it's gonna extrude it, and for this one, we're gonna drag it down, and this is gonna be just in front, just not on this, but on every other one, put it like on the joint. like this. Now for the hands, that's where it gets a bit difficult. Extrude, bring it just below this area. Extrude again, bring it right here, right here, right here, right here. This is for the finger movements. So put it on the joints. Every time making sure you're pressing extrude. Now do this exact same thing but to the other side. Now that you have both of the arms done, click on the center one, drag it up just below the head, and then drag this next one to the very top of the head. Now that's the rigging done. But now what we're going to want to do is name all of these. So for my rig, it didn't go directly into the center, so we're just going to fix that. Pressing tab. Just dragging that onto the body. But yours shouldn't do that. It's just because mine wasn't like in the right spot. Because it was already in the right spot, then I pressed in front and drag it forward. But yours shouldn't do that. It's just my settings in Blender. So now we're gonna click onto the body. Well, no, we're gonna name these first. So click on tab again. Click on this. Click F2 on your keyboard and name this something like body or base. You don't have to name these, but if you're gonna put this in your game and as like stuff, not just a player model, name this neck. Name this head. Name this one. Hold on. I gotta check my Unity to see how I... Just see how I name this. Just to see. Okay. So this is left and this is right. So this is going to be called L shoulder or something along the lines of L something. So I'm just going to name this. Call this one L upper arm. Hold on. Name this L forearm. It doesn't matter how you spell it, by the way. Now click on this bone. Name it LR or L hand. And you don't really have to name these, but if you're adding finger movements, which I think you are, just name every first bone right here. Like for me, this is gonna be L pointer. L pinky or middle finger. I'm just gonna name it L middle. Now just do the same thing for the right arms. I'm just gonna go really fast. Now that you have that, you're gonna press tab to where it's the body and stuff. Click the body. Name this, or don't name it anything. Click it, hold shift, and then click the armature. Right click, or no, control P, and then click with automatic weights. And then that's your player model done. So now to import this to Unity, we're going to click File, Import FBX, make sure it's FBX, and then, no, Export, it's Export. Export FBX, name it, it's like player model. Export it, then go to your Unity. Just making sure it had it on here. Go to Unity. Now that you're in Unity, you're going to want to go to your folder or wherever you want your player model to be imported to. Right click, import new asset, and then find your thing. Mine did not do it. If yours doesn't do it either, just click File and Save as player model. And then it will most definitely work. so you can see it right here. Click import, it'll import it to wherever. Then just kind of drag that. You have to have Photon VR for this to work. And just kind of drag this. You should have the regular Photon VR player, but I don't. If any of your body parts look like this, go back into Blender, delete it, and make it again. You might have to re-rig it, but I don't think you should have to. And if you see it's already grouped, if you want to ungroup it, go to edit mode by going here, clicking tab, go to the vertices, click off of everything, or just, I don't know if it matters, just go in edit mode. Right click and then separate by all those parts, and then delete this, add a new one, re-import it. It should be good. I'm not gonna go too in depth with how to do this because, well, I'm just not gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna set it up or anything. So you're gonna drag your player model under head, so like this, and you're gonna right click it, press prefab, unpack completely, open your armature all the way to L hand. You're gonna need to have FastIK fabric. Doesn't matter where you get it, search it up, download the file, doesn't matter where. Get it, drag it under, add, or just go to your left hand or your right hand under your player model. So I'm gonna go to my left hand, add component, FastIK fabric, just like this. The target will be your left hand controller, or left hand as it says here, target, and then the pull will be your L upper arm. Don't change anything else, this is all you need. So do that to your right hand and you're all set up. There's nothing else to it, just make sure everything's how you want. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you liked this tutorial. Hopefully it didn't wear you out too much. I know it's kind of a fast tutorial. I don't know if it was actually. All I have to say is this is my first video. I've been working on this game for a while, and if you need any more help, say it in the comments, and peace out.